everyone. How are you all doing? Doing good here. Just let me get things situated. And hopefully... Alright, so... should be able to do that soon enough. But we'll see. Alright. Let's see. Got my link. What about my live status over here? Well, okay, there we go. Our live status is up. So now, time to issue today's question of the day. Alright. It's not quite up for me to pin yet. While I do that, I'm going to be sharing out the link. Let's see, how do I like my eggs? I have eaten both poached and scrambled, but I think I prefer scrambled. And no big reason behind it, and nothing really thought-provoking, unfortunately. Of course, I'm not done with the message, but since the question of the day should be up, I'm gonna be pinning that. Alright, got it pinned. Now to continue on with this stuff. Alright, so, got my message. But what about you guys? How do you like your eggs? Okay, let's see here. Got that. Go over here. 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 Okay. That one seems good. Now time for here. Here. There. I've been looking around at new characters coming to Genshin. I know I don't stream that too often, and probably won't be for a while because still got another game on the agenda to do. But they might be interesting to me. I kind of want Skirk, who's not going to be in this phase or around anytime soon. But it's likely within the next patch or two, so I've got some time. Like, the only person I pulled this phase of Genshin was the Anemo Archon Venti, and it was kind of a funny thing. But before I get to that and also get to the game, I'm going to go and get a drink. So I will be right back. If you guys haven't had the chance to do so yet, answer today's question of the day. Alright, I'm back, so now it's time for me to put in the game and get things switched on over, but like I said before, I managed to get Venti quite recently in Genshin. I typically pull for the characters I don't have a lot of times, rather than getting constellations, and when I saw Venti, I was like, he's pretty useless if you have Cloud Retainer and Kozlov, basically for the exploration. Like, all I can think of that's Venti is good for is like helping others, but if you're just exploring about on your own like I do, Venti doesn't help in the exploration quite as much as he used to, since there are at least two others that can do what he does. But hey, at least he's an Anemo archer, so puzzles can help out, since I can only count two others. And it looks like it's up. But how are you all doing? Doing good here. Wasn't too sure that I'd be able to stream today, but thought I'd give it a chance. I don't think I'll be able to stream tomorrow, though. So this is a nice way to go about things. Especially since I'm intrigued about what's to come. Though I do hear that there are things that people don't like. Several hours later, having sorted out the situation with Ashen, the group returned to Old Town. After grabbing a late dinner at Montmartre, they finally settled down for some much-needed rest. The second Genesis, this wasn't how I expected to get back. Yeah, it's definitely not a fake either. Does that mean this was all just another case of a Genesis going haywire? And for those of you curious about why I said people don't like this part too much, there's rumors that there's gonna be a lot of time loops in this act, much more than what we had in the last one, because last one there was like only one time loop that got us back, and it's just gonna happen a whole lot. I don't know how accurate those rumors are, though. Well, let's see, back to this. Does that mean this was all just another case of a Genesis going haywire, then? I don't think it's that simple. If I remember right, this unit had the ability to manipulate vital forces. Yeah, vital forces. Hard to imagine that it could pull off things we saw this time around. I concur. Consider the way Miss Liu and the others have been corrupted. It had that Crimson Asswipe's handiwork written all over it. Yes, the Genesis was probably being used as a point of origin. As for that corrosive power the Crimson Grendel has, it must have been strengthened after the 8th Genesis was reassembled, and now it's able to wear away at past memories. When that happens, the target's perception gets rewritten the way Ashen's was. So basically, it can alter what people remember, at least that's what we're speculating. Sorry, but I'm drawing a blank on everything that happened. Yeah, alright. Before I knew it, the only thought I had in my mind was revenge. My circumstances were similar. I acted as if ordered by my chieftain, and so harbored no qualms with my mission. Perhaps we were under the influence of a highly sophisticated technique, one capable of rewriting our perceptions. It was as if we were being shown a possibility that could have come to pass. Whatever the case, we can say for sure that an unidentified phenomenon is at work here. It could be a sign that our high-risk offenders are making a move again. The Crimson Grendel Garden Master, you mean? At this point, we need to... who could that be? Sorry, but our office hours are long over.
Whoops. Hope you don't mind me barging in.
That voice. Wait, it's her? The Divine Blade of Silver, I half expected her to come. But what for?
Short time no see, guys. I just stopped by to say thanks for today. Well, that. And to cut a little deal.
A deal? Here comes that sinking feeling
As
again.
Ikaruga's second in command, I can't just shrug off what happened. No matter how you slice it, my subordinates were used in a, let's say, unconventional manner. So, in exchange for you calling it even, I'm taking it upon myself to pitch in for a while. Think of it as an apology, mixed with a dash of gratitude.
Oh brother, you should have seen this coming. Hey, look on the bright side, we couldn't ask for a better helper. Agreed, her combat skills leave nothing to be desired and her unclouded eye will surely serve us well. She'd be a valuable asset considering what lies ahead. Just so we're clear here, this ain't gonna be like the time you helped us out in Langport. If you're in for the long haul and it's our way or the highway, got it?
I think I can handle that much.
Yeah? Then in that case, welcome aboard. Happy to have you with us again. Now that our surprise guest is settled in, let's get back to the topic at hand. To recap, it's plain to see that the enemy's exploiting the Genesis for their own twisted gain. That's why we need to recover the rest of them as quickly as possible. Yes, there are still 6 units unaccounted for. Going by our progress today, this is going to take us a long while. In that case, we'll want to be prudent with our itinerary from here on out. Good call. We're going to be pressed for time no matter what. So let's try to get our agenda mapped out by the end of the night. Do we even have a lead to go off of? That's the question. Has the guild caught on to anything? In a manner of speaking, we've received word that the remnants of those anti-immigration terrorists, the True Grievance Brigade, are mobilizing. They were the ones who hid out in Armaeus. Whoa, that's some pretty alarming news. Yeah, might pay off to poke around about it. That said, I've got another possible lead. A letter came in while we were out. Really? From who? My master, if you can believe it. A letter from Burgard? The timing's uncanny, makes me curious what that old fogey has to say. So, what'd he write? Let me read it out loud for you. To Van and the rest of Arkwright Solutions, I hope this message finds you well. It has come to my knowledge, albeit only in bits and pieces, that a number of peculiar incidents have recently transpired in the Republic. Unfortunately, due to extenuating circumstances, I will be unable to visit in person. Nevertheless, I am compelled to put my concerns to paper. It would seem that these convoluted events are occurring in quick succession, but while the situation may appear chaotic, there is undoubtedly an overarching narrative at play. However, it cannot be found by scrutinizing each individual element. Instead, you must step back and adopt a broader perspective. In chess, one must watch not the pieces, but the board. So too should you make another effort to see the bigger picture. If I notice anything myself, I will have my disciples inform you. Know that I have every confidence in your ability to overcome this. Till next we meet, Burgard Zeman. Damn, Gramps, his advice is so spot on you'd think he was spying on us. It's impressive to say the least, and he makes a fair point about seeing the bigger picture. Things have definitely been in a jumble since Nemeth Island. We've left a lot unsolved. Taking the time to reassess it all might lead us to an epiphany. Not just in regards to our enemies' motives, but with what happened to Ashen today, too. I think it'd be well worth the effort. So what's our plan for tomorrow, then? Our options are to either investigate the remnants of the True Grievance Brigade, or follow Mr. Zeman's suggestion and review the mysteries that have arisen thus far. Let's see. I want to go after the terrorists. I say we check out the anti-immigration group. Sounds like a plan. Great, then let's pack it in for tonight. We've got a busy day in store. $8 a.m., huh? Alright, time to get this workday started. Like we decided last night, we're gonna be looking into what those anti-immigration radicalists are up to. The True Grievance Brigade. Since appearing at Armaeus, their remnants have reportedly been lying low around the city. Ashen's mind got straight up rewritten by that Crimson Corrosion crap. We need to keep an eye out in case these guys go through something similar. Yes, but even if nothing abnormal happens, that doesn't make them any less dangerous. We can't allow them the freedom to commit another act of terror. And then I guess we'll just have to ask around town about them while we work through our 4 SPGs. That's a sensible approach, but where should we start gathering information? Naturally, anti-immigration radicals would want to target the immigrant population. Does that bring anything to mind? For people from the Central East, we can try asking around the temple and Riverside. Father Mansur should be in the loop on that front. A fine idea, Farida. As for the eastern residents, Hayoe would be the go-to source for any particulars. Their internal issues have been tearing them apart, but that jackass Xiao has done a bang-up job patching things back together. We can probably find out what's what from Mao over at Kaiyish. You're talking about that popular Eastern restaurant in the Tyrell district, right? It's not the same as Far Eastern cuisine, but the food's great and the menu's enormous. It's funny that she says that, because there are people that like Chinese, Mongolian, and other Asian cuisines, and yet a lot of the times it's all kind of fake despite their authentic saying. Like, I wouldn't say to what degree it's fake, but a lot of the times it's naturalized for the country you're in. That's definitely the case for Chinese food in the UK, from what I've heard about, and Chinese food here in the States. It's all Americanized Chinese rather than true Chinese, so it's kind of funny that she says this. That gives us 2 spots, but it wouldn't hurt to hit up a few more. While we're at it, why don't we check in with everyone's favorite neighborhood anti-immigration and protester, the one who's always in front of the station. I think his name was Jacobin. Though I don't recall seeing him around lately. He might have learned his lesson after what happened at Eration. Then we'll just have to settle for what the cops stationed around the area can tell us. That's as good a place to start as any. Then let's get this show on the road. The last time you had me on for 4 SPG was in Langport, so I'm raring to go. Just don't have too much fun with it. We gotta be on our guard more than ever. Hey there, Arkwright, Hermes here, long time no see. I finally got my moonlighting out of the way, so the courier business is back up and running again. Give me a call if you ever need anything, and I'll make the drop in no time flat. Okay, so this is back. Select order delivery from your office desk to take advantage of Hermes delivery service. She charges a fee, but it's a convenient way to purchase equipment and items from stores in the capital. Alright.
Okay, let's get...
So... save here, just in case.
out there and have a look around. We can...
Alright, so... it's not gonna let us go everywhere, but...
the bullet
there is
on the way.
something.
Being ordered around is a totally...
Well, if it isn't our delinquent tenant, your gang gets bigger every time I see you. Yeah, well, it's not like I asked for it. I apologize for any commotion. And I'm sorry I didn't stop here for breakfast and just get a load of that aroma. Catch me in a good mood and maybe I'll treat ya. By the by, didn't y'all get invited to the Z1 Grand Prix? Yeah, well, that's... well, that Comet clown sent us 3 tickets. You may hear said she had to see it. That's right, we'll be closing up shop as soon as the morning crowd is gone. So if you'd like to order something, now's the time. Duly noted. Something the matter, you... it's nothing. Anyway, did you know today's race is the finals? That means it's gonna be extra fast. It's a little scary, but I still can't wait. I can definitely understand why you might find it frightening. You ask me, that just adds to the thrill. I've only ever seen them from behind a screen, but it's probably nothing compared to watching in person. Well, either way, this one's capping off a whole year's worth of races, so it's bound to be extra special. Yeah, I'd have nabbed a seat in the stands too if things weren't the way they are. But hey, don't let that stop you folks from enjoying yourselves. Oh, we plan on it, believe you me. Wouldn't be worth the lost business otherwise. You take care out there, everyone. See you later. We'll just be on our way then.
I'm kinda surprised that stuck-up old man would actually come see a race.
Perhaps Mr. Lugan's gradual efforts have started to bear fruit.
Dang. Wow. That is snowing, huh? Okay. So... let's check
What
it.
have we got?
There's a 4SPG on the bulletin board. Hey, so we found another weird one in the garden. Word of caution though, when I scanned it, the only thing that showed up was question mark. You'll take care of it. And for us, right? As always, feel free to use the terminal in Rosette's room to get the job done. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Alright. Let's see here. Park ride office. So back to the office then. Okay. So we have to go here. No, wrong way. This place is confusing as heck. Okay. There we go. Fight monster. Okay, and it's just straight ahead. Ooh, a tower, huh? A fearsome foe is prowling around. Exterminate it.
There are so many of them! Look out!
Okay, so...
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand!
Over here! All for you! Hit him fast, Fairy!
A boost would work here.
So, Earth and such,
Keep it up,
huh?
it's working! Now! Hot yes!
Okay. So, let's do this.
Go all out!
Initializing drive.
Now's a good time to boost.
Okay.
Watch out, you guys! Something's coming!
Let me do that.
Go!
Probably another lost art.
Go! There!
Ha! Hot yes!
Here goes!
Okay.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand! Flames protect us!
Okay.
Do your worst!
Okay.
A boost would work here.
We'll have her on healing duty.
Go!
It's go time!
Now's a good time to boost.
Keep it up,
Okay.
it's working!
Gotcha!
Do that.
I owe you one.
Take that.
A chance!
Okay.
Activating skill.
Ha! Ha!
Too slow!
Aaron!
Now's a good time to boost.
Okay, so...
Watch out, you guys! Something's coming!
try and do
I'll
that.
be speechless. Scarlet Dance.
Hey Jason, how you doing? You made it in time for a fight.
Here goes.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper
Okay.
hand.
Show me what you got. Think fast. Take this.
It's go time.
Yeah, it definitely is intense.
Now's a good time to boost.
Good luck.
Let's see, we'll have him do it.
You won't get away with this.
A boost would work here.
Show me what you got.
Okay.
Good luck.
Do that.
You're trapped.
There.
You saved me.
Okay, so man can only use magic, huh?
Here goes.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand. Certain arts will work better.
I do too, so I guess we got that in common.
Certain arts will work better. Flames protect us.
Okay. We'll have you be on healing duty.
Do your worst.
A boost would work here.
There. Let me heal you.
I owe you one.
Take that.
Go, go, go. Eat this.
The Jabberwocky's arms. So they're taking stuff from Alice, huh?
It's go time.
Now's a good time to boost.
Okay, let's see. Get him up.
There.
That's good that you got your groceries. I have to get some groceries soon myself, too.
Low health. Are you okay? Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand. Certain arts will
I
work
don't
better.
think that I'm gonna be able to do anything. So let's try
Don't push it too far.
get that.
Here goes.
We'll
A boost
put
would work.
Fairy here on healing duty.
Yes, you've got me.
I
Don't
expected
stop
that.
Now's a good time to boost.
Don't take your eyes off the enemy.
Huh. Interesting that you're printing out watches. Ah, displays make more sense because I was like, wait. I don't think you can print smartwatches, but smartwatch displays make more sense to me.
Don't take your eyes off the enemy.
Cypher activate.
You saved me.
Now, I'll take that.
Likes using that one.
Gotcha. You'll pay for that.
Use
Okay.
a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Let's party!
Initiating drive.
Seems to like using this move for whatever reason.
Initiating drive.
Yeah, it would.
It's go time!
Now's a good time to
Let's
boost.
see here.
Energy output at
Watch
maximum.
out, you guys. Something's coming.
Let's see. Do that.
Blink and you'll miss it. Sword for me!
But yeah, we wouldn't have to be worrying about pre-orders for consoles either if we could print electronics.
Eat this!
Here goes.
Okay.
Certain
So-
arms will be more affected.
Something's coming. Get ready!
Okay. We'll at least do that to try and get her out of the way.
Watch it! They're trying to attack!
Okay.
There.
Maybe. Not too sure if we'll be around to see it, though. And who knows, by that time, game consoles won't matter too much.
Low health. Are you okay?
Okay, let's see here.
There!
You saved me.
There's something
Low
else.
health. Watch yourself. A boost would work here.
Okay.
Yeah. Ha. We flinched. Heck yes.
Okay.
Activating skill.
Ha. Try to keep up. I've got it. Here I go. By the heavens. Yes.
Energy output at maximum.
Yeah.
Watch out, you guys.
The scary thing to me would be if we got SAO level stuff on
Your
us.
eyes off the enemy.
Well, they say the person that can see the future, maybe their own it doesn't really have a future, something like that, don't they? But yeah, would definitely help out with the stock market and crypto, though, if you could see the future.
No.
Here goes!
Okay, let's see
Use a sharp
here.
boost to get the upper hand.
There!
You saved me.
You'll be sorry for that!
Okay, let's see
Energy output at
here.
maximum.
Don't take your eyes off the enemy.
I have to use this one, though I've only got one of them.
Something's coming. Get ready! There!
Still likes doing that. Might have to switch them out.
Now's a good time to boost.
Okay, we got plenty of options. Ah, I see. Well, wouldn't be a bad thing at all then.
I'm out. I've got this. I'm going.
Okay,
Now's
so
your chance to boost.
Celestial.
Stay strong.
Thank you, saved me.
Then
That's
we'll
far
do
enough.
that.
Output maximized.
Something's coming.
Activating skill.
Let's go, Zeros. Lance mode, activate. Digama, driver.
Boost gauge limit exceeded. Do your worst.
Okay. See here. Keep them attacking.
Now. Bam. Here we go.
There we go.
All you on next.
Alright.
There.
Do that. Okay.
Don't take your eyes off the enemy. Heck yes.
Okay. We shall prepare for this by having him do that. And do
Over
this.
here. All for you.
I'm going.
Okay.
Output maximized.
I think I'd rather change him out. This changing system's kind of annoying to me. Wish they made it a lot easier.
Good luck.
The rest is up to you.
The star has arrived.
Okay. So...
Time to go all out. You're open. Ha!
And then we'll do that.
I owe you.
It's go time.
Activating skill.
Blink and you'll miss it. Soar for me. Phoenix.
But it's what I did a lot of times in Cold Steel 4.
Limit crush.
You kinda had to do it that way.
Do your worst.
Okay.
Going all in.
Keep it up. It's working. Do your worst.
Okay. We shall have you on this one.
Let's party.
They probably did. That wouldn't be too surprising. I think this was developed at the same time as around East 10, if I want to say correctly, or that might have been the previous game, but wouldn't be too surprised since they were using the new engine that they claim to start using in East 10 and Daybreak a little early.
Keep it up. It's working.
But I never played East 9. Because as I said, I kind of preferred East 8. I liked it a lot, but not enough to continue on with the East series.
You saved me.
It's go time!
Okay, let's
Playtime's
see.
over.
Can't do anything about that.
Keep it up. It's working.
Activating skill.
Sucker!
Okay.
Certain arts will be more effective.
Watch out, you guys. Something's coming.
Okay. Get on, yes, up. There we go.
You'll be sorry for that.
Okay.
Playtime's over.
Then do this.
Activating skill.
Out with a bang. Soar for me. Phoenix dance.
Boost gauge
Barry,
limit
now!
crushed.
Okay. Let's see.
There.
Alright, so I should be able to do something this time. Darn it.
All you on yes.
Certain arts will be more effective.
Watch it. They're
I see. That's interesting. But I wouldn't be surprised about that. A lot of
Something's coming.
the stuff, like in the Pastorals stuff, took from Gnosticism a lot, so
Get ready.
it's kind of biblical in that nature too, but not quite, since the Christians don't necessarily believe in the demiurge and sackcloth and all that. It's just the Gnostics that were.
Huh?
Although the Christians don't want to admit, at least these days, that the Gnostics are Christians.
Here goes.
Take that.
Let's see, so.
Activate the skill.
Yeah. Ha. Now.
Bring it on.
Okay.
Keep it up. It's working.
Okay. Darn it. Okay, so.
Playtime's over.
We should be able to do something here. There we go.
Activating skill.
Slice and dice.
Do your worst.
Okay.
Let's party.
Do that.
Yeah. Ha. There we go. Heck yes.
Okay. How far out do I need to be to get
All
everyone?
out.
You're kidding. I have to be at front lines with her.
Innocent heal.
Take that.
Okay. So. Do that.
Watch out, you guys. Give them your all.
It's go time. Playtime's over.
Perfect chance.
Alright. Now.
I'm going all in. Keep it up. It's working.
There we go.
Give me power. You're finished. Ignis. Rampage.
Boost gauge limit broken.
You'll pay for that.
Okay.
Good luck!
Alright. Take your time, Jason.
Too slow!
I'll take you on!
Okay. Keep her on healing duty.
Perfect chance! I'm going all in! Keep it up, it's working! Activate lock! You're trapped! Let me heal you! Thank you!
Chance!
Take that.
Okay.
You'll be sorry for that.
Okay.
Take that, you ass! Barry, now!
Okay.
I'm going all in!
So she's already up. Means we'll do that.
Fine with me.
Here I go! There!
Okay.
Keep it up!
All right.
It's over! You're crushed! Nice. Moving on up.
Ooh, nice. Got more than typical, which is nice. Okay. Divine Phoenix, huh?
That's a wrap.
Monster in the Martian Garden 3.
Reward deposited!
Ooh, nice. Ooh. Chaos is up, huh? Nice. Okay. I don't get why things are like this. But oh well. That. Let's at least do our droplets here. So, 47 is the maximum for this one. Huh. Okay. Let's do that one. Okay, take that one. Undo that one. Okay. Everyone else is kind of low leveled. That's kind of funny. Vitality's HP, huh? Well, their HP's high. Barry's got the lowest, so we'll give her everything. Power, huh? Okay, strength. Give her everything. Fortitude is a defense. We need to increase her defense. Magic, so that one. Give him all of them. Okay. Then magic defense. Give her everything. Okay, there's that. And let's see if we can do anything here. No. There we go. Open up slots. Not too much, but we can at least do some quartz.
On my way.
So, let's take care of that. We can do that at Stanley's here.
No need
A
to be
new
shy
guy.
now.
Interesting. Ooh, we got more 3s. This is nice. Ooh, and we got EP Cut 3 too now. That's good. Okay. Got the 2 as well. Got to...
Switching to maintenance mode.
Let me handle this. Skill set updated.
So... Now then, we can do this one. Do that. Get this one. Can't do anything of those though. But at least I can do more stuff now. So mine 3 and MP 3.
Switching to maintenance mode. Maintenance mode engaged. Maintenance mode engaged. That one's a single element slot. Don't worry, Citri's got your back. That's a single element slot.
Okay, but I don't have anything else in there.
That's a single element slot.
Maintenance mode.
Maintenance mode. Switching to maintenance mode.
Okay,
maintenance
so
mode
she
engaged.
doesn't have
Maintenance mode
shield.
activated.
Don't worry, Citri's got your
But
back. That's
she
a single
does.
element slot.
Switching to maintenance mode.
Okay.
Switching to maintenance mode.
Evade, huh? Okay.
Let me handle this. Let me handle this.
I'll work my magic.
So, we're closest to Aaron, huh?
Come again.
Allow me to assist.
Okay.
Hope to see you again.
Alright, so we'll save here. But it looks like we are closing in on the end. Got reason to go after a lot of stuff now.
Let's do this.
Okay, so now it's over here.
Next.
Still crazy that it's
What
snowing
have we
here.
got?
There's a 4 SPG on the bulletin board. A patient's escaped from my clinic, and his circumstances necessitate that he not be left unsupervised. Would you mind bringing him back for me? I'll be waiting at my clinic in the meantime. Dr. Isabella. Alright. So nothing here. Blacklight District.
Then let's head over.
Okay, so I've got to go over here.
Check out the arena.
I have some good books on sale. What would you like?
Okay.
Please stop by again sometime.
Okay. Okay, got him.
What's up? Need some meds?
No.
You'll be fine so long as you take the recommended dosage.
Unprecedented doesn't even begin to describe this case. It's times like these when I wish I had that Spriggan on call. Speak of the devil, nice to see you, Arkwright Solutions. Those expectant looks tell me you're here about the request I put up. Yep, can't make any guarantees, but give us the particulars and we'll let you know if it works for us. A patient ran away from your clinic, if I recall correctly. How exactly did that come about? I'll start from the top and give you the rundown. It all began this morning. A man I'd never seen before had fallen unconscious here in the Blacklight District. He's easy pickings, that is. Say, I gave him a checkup out of the kindness of my heart. While there weren't any external injuries, his disease had grown so severe that he couldn't move a muscle. I had medication specific to his condition in stock, so I brought him into the clinic and treated him then and there. Wow, you're a real saint of a doctor. Save for the part where she called him easy pickings. Now this is where the problem comes in. I took my eyes off him for just a second only to come back to an empty room and some money for my services. There's no sign that anyone else had come in, so he must have ran off on his own. He was trying to dip out of paying his medical bills, that'd be one thing. But the prices you charge here are practically highway robbery. Besides, this patient left enough mirror before going, right? That he did, and the funny thing is, it was actually more than I was planning to charge. In any case, I have a few ideas as to why he ran out on me the way he did. He kept on ranting and raving, I can't believe they're after me and so forth. There was a lot more to it, but that's the only part I can make out clearly. Those are the words of a guy caught up in the wrong kind of trouble. Whatever it is, it's big enough that he'd rather book it than stay here and heal up. Maybe so. If it were as simple as that, I'd have been content to send him on his merry way, lollipop in hand. But his treatment isn't even close to complete yet. If he doesn't regularly take medication to relieve any side effects, the results could be disastrous. Worst case scenario, he'll die just like that. But that's horrible. Shouldn't you be out trying to, I don't know, save his life? Ha, no need to get so worked up. I said worst case scenario, didn't I? The chances of that are below 1%, though it's 100% certain he'll end up in so much pain that he will wish he were dead. That's not any better. Indeed, if his condition was critical to begin with, any additional side effects would only exacerbate it. His personal circumstances notwithstanding, it would be best to retrieve him sooner rather than later. I'm guessing that's what you're requesting us to do? Right, you are. My patient paid me in full, so I have an obligation to ride this out to the end. I'd appreciate if you could bring him back here as quickly as you can. That's a way more level-headed ask than I was bracing for. I'm also a bit concerned about whoever it is that's after him. Whether it's to gather information or save someone in need, we're duty-bound to address this matter. What do you say? What do you think, Van? Let's see. Okay. Let's see. We shall take it. Guess we don't have much choice but to take on the job. Thanks, glad you see things my way. Now, here are some pills. Pass them along to my patient if you manage to find him. They're the same kind I had originally planned to administer in order to moderate his side effects. He's already exhibiting symptoms. These should be able to curb them for a while. Consider it done. So, mind giving us a few more specifics on this runaway of yours? Not at all. He's a man in his late 20s with a slim build. The medicine I gave him likely restored his mobility to some degree, but as his treatment is only in its early stages, ergo far from complete, I suspect he'll be struggling to walk. In that case, it should be easy to follow his trail. Then the next question is, which way was this guy headed? Is he hiding out in the Black Light District, or did he already make for the hills? Well, why don't we go to the nearest exit and check? We can ask around the area and see if anyone saw him. If a sighting is reported, then the likelihood that he left the district grows. Elsewise, we can safely assume that he's still somewhere to be found here. Works for me. The exit closest to us is over in the northeast. Lindsay's shop is set up around those parts. We can try asking her about it. Let the search begin.
Let's hurry up and finish this.
Okay. Alright, so that's that way, but we want to go down. Okay, so we just have to go this way anyway to go down.
I have some good books on sale.
Got a question for you.
A slender, sickly-looking man in his late 20s. Actually, I did see someone like that just a bit ago. He went through that exit over there. We hit the bullseye right off the bat. Welcome back, Jason. Though if he's left the Blacklight District, that gives us no shortage of locations to investigate. Yeah, the locations. We're gonna need a little more info then. Like what direction he went off, or if he was being tailed. Anything else you happen to notice, Lindsay? Well, let me think. He was out of breath, but that didn't keep him from muttering to himself. Things like this passport should do the trick, and it will be dicey near the embassies, but I have to go. You could have knocked him over with a feather. I was torn on whether or not to reach out. That thin, wimpy types don't usually do it for me, but his heavy panting and looks of agony were just so adorable. Oops, did I say that out loud? Only at the top of your... You did, huh? That's a good deal! How big was the chicken? Let's see, only at the top of your lungs. Thanks for sharing, though. Funny girl, this one. Anyway, that passport bit sticks out to me. Chances are he came to the Blacklight District in order to get one faked for him. Then there's the part about the embassies. Sounds like he's got no choice but to be in the same area as them. Then our next stop is the Arbor District. That's where all the embassies are. Well, I can't say hey I followed any of that, but I am glad I was able to be of help. Hurry and finish up your work so you can visit me again, okay, boyfriend number 4? Oh my gosh. Why did she say that? How many times do I gotta say it? We are not together, period. Well, isn't this a comical routine? You see that glare in her eyes? Terrifying.
I have some good books on sale.
That is kind of crazy. But hey, you lucked out there. Let's see. Alright, here we are in the Arbor District. This is where that patient from Isabel's clinic fled to, presumably. But how exactly are we going to find him? Going by the dude's mumbling, he'll be steering clear from the embassies if we can help it. Other than that, we're pretty hard up for clues. Actually, I've got one thing we can try. Isabel gave this guy something specifically made to treat his condition, right? She said as much, yeah. But what difference does that make? I believe I see your implication. Let me just check if my idea holds any water first. Hello, something the matter? We're on the hunt for your patient, but figuring out how to pick up his trail got us stumped. So I had a question for you. Is it possible to track any ingredients of that medication you gave him? That was nice of you. As long as you were able to afford that $5. $5 doesn't sound so much to be too much, but some people $5 can mean a lot. You want us to track the medicine itself? Oh, really? Thinking outside the box, I see. The dosages were delivered both orally and via injection. In other words, the medicine he ingested might leave detectable particles when he exhales. I can send you the name of the drug if you need. That'd be great. I'll let you get back to it then. Knock him dead out there, or well, you know what I mean. Now I understand the patient's breathing was labored. If the traces he left are spaced closely enough, we may be able to perform a shard search. Right, and factoring in the wind displacement would allow us to reverse calculate their origin points too. Then allow me to test whether shard search detects any matches to this pharmaceutical's components. Sure, take it away. Traces are discernible, if only faintly. Shard search would indeed be feasible, albeit more difficult to follow than usual. You're incredible, Rosette. It figures your tech whiz wouldn't be much of a Marduk concierge otherwise. Your praise honors me. Alright, let's get this show on the road. The longer we take, the more off the mark Rosette's calculations will get. Right. Alright. Okay, there's 2 things here. Okay, so over... Oh, okay. And then there's that. Okay. That's how they're lining them up. Okay.
I should offer up another prayer.
Got some stuff to deal with. And there's our point. Get in the garden. This is as far as the trail goes. Our runaway patient must have passed through this gate then. But why? All it leads to is an abandoned subway line. There's a possibility that he has a fake passport, if you'll recall, in which case his goal would be to either leave the country illicitly or obtain a fraudulent visa. Given that, choosing this route would imply that he's attempting to escape the capital. I see, now he's planning to lose his pursuers by sneaking out underground. Sure, but the border's not exactly a hop, skip, and a jump away from the Arbor District. It'd take a real nutcase to make that trek with a body falling apart at the seams. Just goes to show how desperate he is. But the only way to know what he's going through is to ask the guy himself. Let's go inside and get to searching. Keep your heads on a swivel just in case. Roger. The team entered the abandoned subway line and proceeded into its depths. Then in the distance they spotted the figure of a man on the run. Shoot. They're gaining on me already. Well, nothing else for it. This won't buy much time, but I'm short on options. Just a little further until we catch up. Hey, Justice, how are you doing? Ratsy slipped away, and I think I just heard a lock engage. These doors look old, but the security system seems to be relatively new. Most likely it can only be released from the opposite end. What now, maybe there's a detour we can take? Going the long way would just give him a free pass. Ah! That's interesting. That's a new one. I tend to eat my eggs scrambled, and Jason there, that should be in the chat with you over there on YouTube, is also a scrambled fan. Alright. Thanks, Jason. Let's see. Going the long way would just give him a free pass to shake us off. Good point. We're better off keeping up the chase through here. He looked pretty bone-tired just now. I bet that he'll take this chance to rest. How do you plan to open these doors then? The only way we can, by unlocking them from the inside. Think your little friend can help us with that, catcher? I'm glad you're doing okay. Oh, I get it. You want Theo to wrap around and disengage the lock? Theo reporting for duty. But how are they supposed to get to the other side? There was a duct back over there. It probably connects to this room, structurally speaking. There you have it, Theo. Try sneaking in through the duct. Understood, catcher. Initiating auto mode. Alright. Okay, let's... Oopsie daisy. Darn it. Hey Jason, welcome over to Twitch. Hey. Okay. Thanks. And the command should work just the same over there on Twitch. Okay, so over here. Okay. I hate these controls so much. I see. Darn it. Darn it. Darn it. You punk. Darn it. Can we have a way to skip this? Because we shouldn't be having this stuff. Thanks, Justice. There we go. I want to skip. Darn it! There we go. Please, just... get out of there! Okay, so let's go down. There we go. Okay, Falcom, never put that in again unless you give me a skip. That wasn't fun. Duct successfully traversed, now proceeding to release lock. Way to go, Theo. I was wondering why I didn't hear any footsteps. Turns out... Yep. But that definitely was not fun. This is why there should always be a skip. I was wondering why I didn't hear any footsteps. Turns out he barely even took one. Ugh. Damn it all. I can't let them get me. Is he alright? His face is pale and he's sweating up a storm. Give him the medication we brought. His side effects are starting to manifest. The group had the man ingest the medicine Isabel had given them. Ew. Thank goodness we were able to remedy the situation. I owe you guys my life. Who exactly am I thinking, though? At first I thought you were the ones chasing me. We're from Arkwright Solutions, the Blacklight District doctor who took you in sent us a request. Apparently, if you stop your treatment partway through, these side effects could be fatal. She wants you to hurry back ASAP. She said she'd look after you till everything's done and dusted. Side effects? So that's what had me hurting like never before. But more importantly, you said Arkwright Solutions. Right now that I get a closer look, I recognize you. You're that Spriggan who works with the police and guild from time to time. You've even got ties to Kincaid from the Integrated Analysis Division. That'll teach me to let my guard down. You're here to take me back too, aren't you? Not the place I'd expect the speckled statist to get name dropped. So when you say you're being chased by someone, you're talking about the CID? Believe me, if I could stop getting tangled with Renee, I would. We've got no plans to hand you over to the CID if that's what you're worried about. Heck, we ain't even gonna rat you out. That don't mean we're on the same side, though. Think of us as more of a neutral party. If we really wanted to capture you, we would have kept those meds to ourselves. Perhaps you'd feel more comfortable having the guild intervene in lieu of a Spriggan. Were the CID to demand your extradition, though, we would have no choice but to comply. If that isn't to your liking, I suspect you begin explaining what this is about. Sigh, fine, I'll talk. My name is Hubert. I'm with the 2nd External Affairs Division of the CID. And I'm sick and tired of being used as a pawn for their international information wars. So I'm running away from both them and the Imperial Intelligence Division in hopes of reaching the Free Cities. Not just the CID, but the Intelligence Division as well. You must have held a pretty important position too, being part of an international information war. Ha, important, he says. They treated me as nothing more than a puppet. I was a double agent for both the Empire and the Republic. A quadruple agent, if you will. A quadruple agent? Not even a movie would go for something so convoluted. How the hell did you land yourself in that gig? I was originally affiliated with the Imperial Army's intelligence division, but after the war I gave up on Erebonia entirely. So I struck a deal. If I brought them the head of a certain co-worker of mine, the CID would let me join them. Simply put, I shifted allegiance to the Republic. So up until then, you were just a simple spy. But then my target, the Scarecrow, caught on to my secret mission. He threatened me into pretending to be a double agent that had sworn loyalty to the Republic while following the Empire's instructions instead. Playing double agent for two nations and maneuvering to give one party the upper hand. Such are the activities of a triple agent. Yes, but then the CID caught wind of my circumstances, so they started giving me baited intel, fully anticipating that I would deliver it to the Empire. It only hit me just recently, but I've been dancing in the palm of their hand for who knows how long. And that's how you wound up a quadruple agent. I think I kind of get it, sorta, except not really. Just listening to this is giving me a stress ulcer. Haha, you know, it was when I crossed over to the Republic that my health started going to poop-pot. Each superpower would browbeat me into probing the other day after day, to the point where I couldn't spare a second to hold a grudge against Arundel. Oh my gosh. Him, huh? Redhead from Erebonia. I didn't have the energy to go to the doctors, and whatever time off I had was spent sleeping like a corpse. Wow, and here I thought government jobs were cushy. I don't remember when it happened, but all of a sudden I got the urge to throw my career out the window and leave everything behind. Today was the day I finally acted on the escape plan I'd been ironing out. But when I went to the Blacklight District to pick up my fake passport, I sensed the CID nearby. While trying to hide myself, my condition worsened until I became the wreck you see now. Nevertheless, I was determined to use those abandoned lines to flee the capital. They worked you raw. I get how you'd be fed up with that. But even still, I'd say you brought it all on yourself. Excuse me? When it comes down to it, this whole thing stems from you going turncoat on the Empire. You're lucky they didn't lock you up for treason, or worse, put you up on the execution block. Just the fact that your neck's still intact makes this the better bargain by far. But hey, what do I know, right? Either way, you're coming with us. Like I already said, girl. Hubert, is it the side effects again? No, the medicine we administered should still be in effect. Perhaps this is a symptom of the affliction itself. Come to think of it, Isabel never told us what he's actually suffering from. Hubert, can you tell us the name of your condition? Please, how do you expect me to know? Haha, what does it even matter? My time is up anyway. This isn't your run-of-the-mill sickness, not when the pain's this excruciating. Death is coming for me. I can already see the light. No, you can't give up now. It may not help much, but I can perform some recovery arts on you. I don't think they're gonna help. Don't bother, honestly, I've been thinking. Even if I do make a life as a fugitive, I won't have long to enjoy it. The way I see it, this is my punishment for the web of lies I've been weaving. But you know what? That's okay. I gave it all I had and got as far as I could. Pull it together. No, pull it together. You aren't beyond saving just yet. Come on, guys. Let's just haul him over to Isabel. Well, that is what we were hired to do. He sounds pretty intent on dying here, but it's not like we're beholden to that or anything. The choice is yours, man. I don't know. Dragging folks along by force goes against my style. Looks like I'm gonna have to say something to make him change his mind. From what he's told us, this guy's got ambition in spades. I could try to goad him on that and stoke his will to live. On the other hand, even if he's already chosen death, maybe I can convince him to reconsider things objectively. How should I approach this? Okay, convince him to reconsider or stoke his sense of ambition. So, They seem to be the same text-wise, but I'm gonna look this quest up just because I want to see what the alignments are. Although they don't matter as much in this game. Ooh, that does sound interesting. Jack the Ripper has been done a lot in fiction, though, so hopefully you can put an interesting spin on it. Let's see, there we go. Okay, so law is to consider, and ambition is gray. Alright. Well, I feel like increasing my gray alignment, so we're gonna do the ambition. Yeah, I'll go with this plan. Forget it. It's Anya's. We're leaving him. What, we are? How can he be so heartless? Besides, the whole point of this request was for us to bring him to the clinic. What good will it do to lug back a guy who's already happy to lie in his grave? You're satisfied with the life you lived, right? Then the best thing we can do is respect your dying wish. Mr. Arkwright. Reverse psychology, classic. There's just one thing that's bugging me, if you don't mind my asking. Why do you give up on the Empire and defect to the Republic after the war? You wouldn't have done that unless there was something you expected from them, something you could no longer hope for. It'd have to be worth switching sides for too, so what was it? What else? Status, power, money. Yeah, I get that point. That's why a lot of them, people put that in fiction. I'm just saying, hopefully it can be done in an interesting way, because it's been done a lot in fiction. Like, for example, Detective Conan had a Jack the Ripper plot in which Jack the Ripper had a descendant, and he kept a boy genius hostage. The boy genius committed suicide, and then years later, the boy genius ended up being in the computer system and took over the game, and so it ended up being that they had to hunt down Jack the Ripper in the game to find out who was responsible for the main killing of the movie, and that's when it's revealed that the killer is a descendant of Jack the Ripper. Status, power, money, I wanted it all. Did you now? That's funny, from what I've been hearing, you haven't gotten a single one of those things yet. Even if you flee to another country, all you have to show for it are the CID on your ass, a debilitating illness, and zero motivation. Seems like a total wash from start to finish. But if it's any consolation, you made for a pretty hilarious quadruple agent, might get me a few laughs at my next drinking session. Are you mocking me? My work spans two major superpowers. I fought at the front lines on the fields of counter-espionage. If it weren't for that bastard Arundel or that CID upstart Kincaid, I'd have fulfilled my aspirations ages ago. Huber, I understand how you feel, but yelling will only make your condition worse. Indeed, though I should note that his heretofore declining blood pressure has begun to rise again. Wow, Van must have really aimed him up. So you finished saying your piece to me? If not, you can let the rest off your chest at the clinic. Good. Aw, to hell with the consequences. Take me wherever you damn well please. He practically had to pry the words out of your mouth. Just let us handle it from here. That one couldn't have gone either way. Nicely played. Yeah, nicely played, Van. Well done bringing him back. You might make it look so easy. I wish that wound up being way more of a hassle than we bargained for. Did it now? I already had the impression he was tougher than most, the way he scurried off his sick bed. Urgh. Aunt Bent. I can't take it any longer. You're in critical condition, alright? Hey, what are you snickering about? Someone's life is on the line here. Is Hubert going to be okay, Isabel? If there's anything I can do to help, just say the word. I get that you kids have moral compasses for hearts, but I'd advise against playing nurse here. The treatment process will be a bit difficult to watch. Better to spare your eyes as well as his dignity. Out of curiosity, what exactly is he suffering from? Oh, did I never tell you? It's a urinary calculus. Pardon? You mean like math? No. She doesn't mean math. Although I am surprised that they're referring to it as math here. Because from what I've been hearing, we in the States are the only ones that kind of separate out maths, at least in the education system and classes and that, although it's all considered math both in classes, at least in the UK and probably internationally, actually, in the mathematical field. Not quite. In medical terms, calculi are stone-like crystals that form internally due to extreme stress or an irregular lifestyle. In most cases, they're found in the kidney or bladder and block the urethra, affecting the bladder and stomach before spreading all throughout. The patient is then struck with enough pain to make death a mercy. They're in perfect health once the stones are expelled from their body, though. Mind summing that up for us? Simply put, it's not an untreatable disease. Most cases can be cured without surgery. Are you kidding me? I mean, I guess it's better than being in mortal danger, but still, my expectations do feel a little betrayed. Say it like it is, we got played. Now. To be fair, everything she said from the get-go implied that medication was all he needed. You should have spoken up the moment you realized that. No, there has to be some mistake. It feels like I have a full set of knives flaying me from the inside. The pain depends on the size of the stone. In your case, it's decently large, at about 0.4 Rij. Don't worry, I'll give you a shot to ease your suffering. They'll still be quite intense until the stone passes. You're just going to have to buck up and keep yourself hydrated. So all I can do is power through. Doctor's orders, I suppose. Sigh. This is all so draining. But look on the bright side. Now you're on the road to recovery. And with that, the request is successfully completed. Though for Mr. Hubert, the issue of the CID yet remains. Hate to leave you hanging, but this is the part where we pull out. We won't go out of our way to blab to the CID about you, but if push comes to shove, we've got no reason to keep our lips shut. You did say you're a neutral party. No, not that it's any business of ours, but have you given any consideration as to what you'll do next about that? You telling me off gave me a lot to chew on. I'd rather keep my distance from the CID until this stone passes, but afterward, I think I'll go back to them. Is that so? Absolutely. I'm not ready to go out as one of history's least memorable footnotes. I've been playing the deception game on a national scale for 2 entire countries. You can't even imagine how many state secrets I know. What's more, I'm in a position to watch how Arundel and Kincaid play their cards. As for the fake intel they're feeding me, I'm sure I can get plenty of use from it. All this to say, I'm going to stay a quadruple agent and build my own place in the world. And someday I'll rise high enough to wrap Arundel and Kincaid around my finger instead. That's a tall order there. Clearly your imagination is more powerful than mine. Sounds like a pipe dream for now, but imagine the drama if it ever became a reality. I don't see the issue either. Dream big or not at all. Renee can deal with the aftermath on the off chance he actually makes anything of it. I can't help but feel a little bad for Mr. Kincaid. Whatever your 5-year plan is, it can wait until after we take care of that stone. Let's get some painkillers in you before the next wave hits. Go on, head inside. But right away, Doctor. I guess this is goodbye then. Thanks for everything, truly. Ooh, interesting. I'll transfer you your payment like always. Appreciate it. Get well soon, Hubert.
That's a wrap.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Alright. So, we're closing in on maxing out the gray route. Alright. Feels like I've got to use the bathroom and get a drink, so I will save here and do that. You guys do the same. And if you haven't yet done so, be sure to answer today's question of the day. If you don't see it, the command should be in the title after the vertical bar. And that should bring it up. In the meantime, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let me save again just in case. And then we can continue on. Okay, we completed all the side quests, it looks like, so we can get on with the story.
Then let's head over.
Okay. So, go here. There we go.
Praise be to Arusha.
Father, I've discovered yet another one taped to the walls of the temple. Again, what is this place coming to? It's already been torn down and disposed of. I'll go and make sure there aren't any more. Is something wrong, Father Monsieur? If there's trouble, we'll hear you out. Depending on the issue, we can even take it on as a job. I appreciate your concern, but things aren't quite so dire. We've merely had some occasional instances of unsavory flyers being posted or even distributed around our grounds. You mean to say someone is harassing the temple? If so, you should submit a report to the guild or police and have them handle the situation. Actually, these flyers concern a specific individual rather than the temple itself. Thus, we are in no position to press charges. A targeted attack, huh? Don't suppose they're bounties for a certain Phantom Thief. Are they referring to Phantom Thief B? Like, he hasn't made an encounter in the previous game since he kind of retired after the events of the Cold Steel Tetralogy, but he was quite a nuisance in the previous arcs, to the point where I would go through those quests without I would go through those quests with a guide and not feel ashamed about it. But now that they've got markers, I don't think the guides are too necessary. But they definitely were in the older titles. A targeted attack, huh? Don't suppose they're bounties for a certain Phantom Thief. So, who are the flyers about exactly? You might not be familiar with them, but they regard a young man named Aslan. I feel like I've heard of him somewhere before. Is it because you're thinking of the lion from Narnia? He's an up-and-coming Z1 racer who's been gaining steam lately. In the last race, he came close to catching Maxim Lugan, the current champion. Damn, must be a real speed demon. Rumor has it that this year's Grand Prix will boil down to a straight-out duel between the two. Aslan's from the Central East and a good-looking guy to boot, so he's been a real top trending topic. Does he have any connection to this temple? His accomplishments as an immigrant have made him something of a celebrity among those of Central Eastern descent. Oh, I see. As such, a great deal of his admirers are part of our congregation, making this the perfect place to try and ruin his image. Yes, the flyers do nothing but besmirch his character. They'll claim he's a violent brute or that he has ties to the Mafia. How awful. Any of that rooted in reality? There's no concrete evidence to speak of, so I don't believe it's worth putting any stock into. The man himself has visited the temple a number of times. As far as I can tell, he is as devout and sincere as a youth can be. Sure, but sometimes it's the goody two-shoes that have the most skeletons in their closets. Yeah. Even still, this is clearly nothing more than a malicious spirit campaign. Perhaps the guilty party is envious of his success. Could also be the work of anti-immigration terrorists who can't handle Central Easterner rising to fame. All men are equal before the winged goddess. Arusha, she draws no distinction between race or ethnicity. To go against this is nothing short of deplorable. Baller Mansur, if these flyers continue to appear, it may constitute a disturbance to the temple, in which case you would still be eligible to file a complaint with the guild despite not being the victim of defamation. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us if the need arises. I can only pray it doesn't. Nevertheless, we will keep your kind offer in mind.
Praise be to Arusha.
Alright. Out here. Now we've got Station Street, huh? Alright.
Let's roll, gang.
Okay, so over there. But I feel like going to the department store just to check on weapons here.
Let me know if you need anything at all.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wait,
your attention.
why do they have this?
On the roof of this building, you will find a rest
Please
area
come back
surrounded-
anytime.
Station Street. Okay, so that's why. I thought there was a direct teleport into the station, but there wasn't.
Welcome to Relax There.
What would you like
Okay,
today?
over here though is something new. Okay. Bleeding Fury. Alright, customize. There we go. Alright, now then weapons.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. If you need fresh vegetables and ingredients that are directly sourced from farmers, look
Okay.
no further than Holden
I'll get more
Grocery.
good stuff in stock soon.
Alright, so there we go. Weapons are now up. Alright, now we can get back.
Here goes.
Here. No, wait. Wrong thing.
What are we waiting for?
Alright. This is where we were originally going, but where I ended up mistakenly should be the next stop, too. Haven't seen that guy's mug in a while. Not that I'm complaining, the less of his anti-immigration activism, the better. Still, I do wonder about him. Must be a real piece of work. You want to look out for someone? Maybe we can give you a hand. No need to concern yourselves, I wouldn't exactly call it a problem anyhow. Seeing this anti-immigration protester who often comes to demonstrate here hasn't been around lately. Tell us more about this protester. The man's name is Jacobin. He's a wily sort, the kind who will leap at the chance to shove his radical rhetoric down your throat. We've cracked down on it time and again, but it never did much to discourage him. But now he's still showing up all... No, but he isn't showing up at all. You don't suppose that means he finally had a change of heart? Hold on, guys, I want to check my controller. Alright, we're good. Well, whatever the case, just take care not to get suckered in by any screwball solicitors. Jacobin, he was the one who wrote the threatening letter in Narration, and apparently he went back to his old ways without missing a beat right after. The guy's anti-immigration sentiments ran deep. If he's gone cold turkey, that raises a few eyebrows. Maybe he just changed the locations? Could be, we'll keep an eye out. Alright. Now... back here where we mistakenly went the first time.
Here goes.
Alright, now it's the Eastern Restaurant Hayaway.
I get to go shopping with Mom. I found this cute little shop to go. Look at those clothes. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, not you. You. Arkwright Solutions, an A-rank bracer and a divine blade here to sample our Eastern fare. Man, Shizuna's got quite a reputation here. Like, I know the divine blades are quite well known throughout Zemeria, but before Shizuna, they were all, like, of respectable position. But Shizuna here is more of a dark version. The smell of it's so rich, it takes me right back to Langport. I can feel my mouth watering already. Yeah, we'll keep a leash on it until lunchtime. We're just making the rounds on Edith's rumor mills while we work through our 4 SPGs. Oh well. Oh, one juicy tidbit I have is your run in with the Lu family yesterday. You already know about that? I do, albeit only superficially. While we're on the subject, I've been wondering what became of the Syndicate after the fact. The Lu family bigwigs are still somewhere in the capital, same goes for Xiao and his men. What they're up to is a mystery, but I do hear the Council of Elders will be making a big announcement soon. We can probably guess what it is. I anticipated a massive gambit from Xiao, but it came a lot faster than I was thinking. I am of no mind to follow his example, but his cunning and audacity are to be admired. To be fair, it isn't as if this is all bad for the Syndicate. Maybe not, but that doesn't mean I have to whoop it up. Well, I for one look forward to what the future holds for Hayaway, and by extension the path you choose to tread. But enough about our internal affairs. I happen to have a piece of information here that might be of interest to you, or here that might interest you. Alright, I was gonna say might be of interest, but it was a typo and it makes sense. The True Grievance Brigade has resumed their operations. So it's true? We heard from the lane that they were on the move, though the guild doesn't have any specifics. At any rate, their core members should all be in custody now after what happened at Armaeus. If that alone were enough to deter them, they would have disbanded ages ago. I don't know who's currently leading their ranks, but they seem to be more zealous than ever. I'm not too sure about you guys, but I think Jacobin's the new leader. It just seems that way from how it came up in the text. But I'm not confident to say that it's him 100%. That's just what I'm leaning towards. And I thought cockroaches were hard to stomp out. Easterners like us may be on their blacklist, but I doubt that they're foolhardy enough to raise a hand against Hayaway. So long as they don't act against us, we'll extend the same courtesy to them. The rest of you aren't off their radars either, so you may want to watch your backs. Point taken. Thank you for the warning. Whoops, someone's calling. Well, if it ain't the champion himself.
How's it hanging?
Well, he's not acting like someone I want to punch in the face this time just yet. But I wanted to punch him in the face quite a bit last game.
It's been a while since we met face to face. You've just been counting down the days, I bet.
We're not looking up. Forward to it. Yeah, I'm hanging up. Hold on a second. The least you can do is hear me out. Cough, I'll get to the point. There's something important I want to Wanted to ask of you guys, really now? On the same day as the big race, doesn't it seem like a coincidence? You can put it that way, but I'd rather we go over the nitty-gritty in person. If now's a bad time, though, I won't push my luck. A Z1 related request, huh? Guess there's a chance it's connected to those terrorists. Actually, I think we can work you in. Is that right? Glad to hear it. Let's meet at 10:30 then. I'll be waiting at the Orbital Cafe in front of the station. See you on the flip side. What do you think Maxim wants from us? He got all tense out of nowhere halfway through that call. Maybe there's trouble brewing up over at the Grand Prix. I don't know any better than you, but whatever it is, has my nose twitching. To advance the story, select him to meet Maxim at the cafe from the travel menu. Alright, so we'll save here. Yeah, looks like we're still good on time, so we'll deal with it. We shall meet. Should we cut things short here and meet up with Maxim? Meeting with Maxim at the Orbital Cafe will cause the main story to advance. Once this happens, you'll no longer be able to freely move around town. Meet him.
Hey, there you guys are.
And not a moment too soon.
And now I want to punch you in the face right now for how you said all that.
I believe it's been a month since we've seen one another, Van. Apart from in the garden, that is.
Has it been that long already? Doesn't feel like it. The way you've been helping in my assistance. Gonna take a wild guess though and say you ain't here to just catch up. I'll explain that and more to you in a bit. But first, sit down and take a load off. Thank you for placing an order for us. Though I do feel a bit guilty letting you pay. Yeah, no need to put yourself out on our account. Haha, just think of it as a reward for all the times you were there for me. Don't mind if I do then. So let's start with what Renee is doing here. Not that I don't really have any have an idea. Right, I won't beat around the bush. Long story short, today's Grand Prix is being targeted by anti-immigration terrorists. But for real? Wait, am I the only one who's surprised by that? Well, all of the signs so far were sort of pointing to it. First off, we came in here knowing that leftover anti-immigration terrorists are still kicking about. Then we got the Z1 Grand Prix finals, which immigrants are going to turn up in droves to see. Add to that the involvement of a CID analyst, and the rest is self-explanatory. I see what you mean now. Plus, one of the favorites in today's race is Aslan, and who comes from the Central East. It only makes sense that the terrorists would have their sights set on him. You're absolutely correct. Even despite the existence of Red Star racers in the past were exclusively of white descent. But in recent years, the number of Eastern and Central Eastern racers has grown to the point where they're no longer an exception. Among them, the Star of Hope for the Central Easterners was born in the form of Aslan. Nowadays, there are quite a few people who view the Z1 races as a symbol of ethnic integration. I could definitely feel it going in that direction, but of course anti-immigration terrorists wouldn't take much of a fancy to that. So they demanded that the race's organizers call off the Z1 Grand Prix altogether, and by they, I mean the True Grievance Brigade. From what I hear, they also demanded that the police release their fellow members who were caught hiding in Aramaeus. I see, so the remnants really are still active. It's just as we suspected. They'll stop at nothing to achieve their goals, but of course you won't give in to their demands, right? That goes without saying. The Grand Prix organizers haven't even considered suspending the event. Well, they're acting about this smart. I would say that You could just deceive them by giving in to their demands but killing the people you're holding hostage. But that wouldn't be very lawful or good. And naturally, the CID plans to do everything in its power to address the situation. START will be establishing a strict watch in and around the circuit venue as a precautionary measure. However, these radicals have little left to lose. The more we tighten the screws, the likelier it is that they'll involve innocent people. You certainly can't be too careful given the decent number of members purported to be at large. So, as a bit of an added insurance, you want to enlist the aid of Arkwright Solutions, which at this particular moment means you get Elaine as part of the package. Classic Renee, the pampered prince never misses a trick. Enough with the pampered prince, but it's Mr. Kincaid to you. But yes, as you've surmised, the CID would like to once again issue an official for SPG. Your task is to flush out and apprehend the terrorists. Your assigned area will be the Speedway's interior. In the meantime, my men and I will handle the perimeter. Sounds like a plan. By the way, I'll be acting as a liaison between you and event management. So if there's anything you need to pass on, just give me a call. Understood? Right then, I better head out. Got a few things to take care of before the race. Sure thing, catch you later. The True Grievance Brigade. It didn't seem as if they were tied to any other forces back at Armaeus either. But there's a definite chance that someone will capitalize on their schemes just like before. Hey, as long as they put up a decent fight. Speak for yourself, I'd rather they call it quits. Anyway, let's scarf down some lunch and get to investigating. Capital of Calvard, Edith. It stopped snowing, so it has, though it's a little overcast. The Grand Circuit, Edith's 12th district. I remember looking around here with Van during the Revolution Festival. Yeah, it seemed like no one's business. This is my first time in the area. Wait, what's that? You mean the Ferris wheel? It's an attraction in which one rides a gondola attached to a rotating rim, allowing them to take in the surrounding views. Cool. Is it like taking Aerotram in Basel? It doesn't feel quite the same, but there's definitely a resemblance visually. You may not know it, but this place also has one of the most up-to-date bouldering facilities out there. There are some who make a hobby of scaling natural rock formations with just their bare hands. Bouldering imitates that in a safe environment for people to enjoy, right? Someone's been reading up. I tried it out on one of my days off, and let me tell you, it really gets your blood pumping. Oh yeah? Color me intrigued. Unlike the Ferris wheel, this is the kind of thing you can have fun with solo. Not me, though. I can't climb at all. Because I've only got one hand, and it's this hand that's playing the game. Get where y'all are coming from, but now ain't the time to be fooling around. Come on, let's go check the perimeter before we head into the Speedway.
The beer garden is awfully crowded today.
Okay, so we go over there.
It sure is. Wait, isn't that...
Cheers, everyone!
So over here. Wait, they're here? So Paulette is with a former Grimcat, huh? Interesting.
Oh, hello everyone.
I was about to call her Emma because they look so similar.
So you guys decided to come too, huh?
On business, but yeah. Forget that. What are you doing here, Grammy?
I'll have you know, Victor and I go way back. He used to work at one of my go-to restaurants during my glory days.
At one point, Dominique took a real fancy to my cooking. Ever since, she's been giving me pointers in just about everything. I wouldn't have been able to get Mamar up and running without her support.
You don't say. Never would have guessed you two had a history. It's definitely a shocker. But that's not what I mean. What are you doing here at the Grand Circuit? Or do I even need to ask? Come to think of it, I recall hearing that you've offered advice to professional athletes before. Does that mean you're here to coach the Z1 racers?
Only the ones on the younger side. Though I've also been putting in my 2 Mira on how they're running this whole affair.
Judith and Van sure weren't exaggerating about her. She's a granny of all trades if I ever saw one. And yet she rarely ventures into the public eye. I see now why the rumors refer to her as a legend. Bet she could hold up in a scuffle too. Dames like her must be 1 in a million. Alright, enough feeding her ego. What I want to know is where do Humes get off to? Oh, that's right, I don't see her around.
She and Maxim made a promise to ride the Ferris wheel together. They should be back before long, though.
A playdate, huh? Those two are pretty chummy now. Nothing to worry about then, right? Save for the potential terrorist situation. Let's check around the Ferris wheel just in case.
Ooh, a Ferris wheel. I'm getting the urge to climb all the way to the top of it.
Oh my gosh!
What crazy-ass urge is that? Don't even think about trying it. You hear me?
Shizuno belongs in Genshin Impact! I think I feel like clipping that just because it was so funny. So this is the Ferris wheel. It makes you feel so short from up
That
close.
was so much fun!
I'm glad to hear it.
Oh, it's Van and his friends!
Hey all, how's the operation going?
Operation?
You can relax, we'll get the job done. So, Yume, how was riding the Ferris wheel with Maxim?
I could see the whole circuit from the tippy top!
Wow, that must be the best seated in the house.
Yeah. Too bad we couldn't stay on it longer.
Oh, well, you know what they say. Time flies when you're having fun. Tell you what, if we get another chance, I'll go around 3 more times with you.
Really? Cross your heart?
Cross my heart. I'll make sure Yume here gets back to Paulette safe and sound. Oh, and before I forget, I've already arranged to get you guys into the Speedway. Just give your names at the ticket counter and they'll let you through. Best of luck out there.
For sure, thanks.
Bye, Van! Bye, everyone!
Looks like Maxim is headed straight for the racetrack himself. Is something bothering you, Van? Nah, it's nothing. We're gonna want to follow his lead soon.
Alrighty then. Let me figure out how much I want to bet, and...
Aaron, no betting and no getting drunk either.
I wasn't gonna... Hey, come on, chill. It was just a joke.
Was it, though? Was it really?
At any rate, we're here strictly on business.
Let's see. Bulletin board is strewn with notes and requests. Doesn't look like there's any valuable info here. Alright. One thing that I miss from the older ones is that you could pick up things quite easily, but ever since they did these markers stuff, which are helpful, it's almost no fun at all to check things out. Should we give our names at the counter and head into the Speedway? Yes. Are you looking to purchase a ticket? Unless you have a reservation, I'm afraid it's standing room only. The name's Van Arkride. Maxim Lugan should have something set up for us? Oh, so you're friends of Mr. Lugan. My apologies. Mr. Van Arkride, was it? Yes, I have you right here. That'll be 9 event passes for you. Go right ahead and enter the venue. Got it. The VIP treatment isn't so bad. It's a little past noon and the race is scheduled to start at 2 p.m. sharp. Couldn't ask for better driving weather either. Yes, it feels great outside and the sky is clearing up nicely. On the other hand, the stands are already filling in even with 2 hours to go. Just goes to show how much they're champing a hit at the bits. That kind of reads weird to me. I want to say chomping at the bits. But oh well. Right at the bit, huh? That makes a little more sense. This is, after all, the Grand Prix annual finals. The crowd's favor is almost palpable. How do we plan on finding those bozos then? I say we beat everyone senseless until we get answers. Don't tell me you plan on grilling the audience one seat at a time. Even with so many people here, doing that would only draw unwanted attention to us. Incidentally, Renee gave you some sort of data before we parted. What was it? Just a little trick to help us zero in on the enemy. The terrorist weaponry of choice are specially designed to bypass standard metal detectors. As luck would have it, we managed to get our hands on a similar model from the Blacklight District. If you install this data and perform a shard search, it should be able to identify them. Best of luck! Well, the CID thinks of everything. I'd call it over-preparing, but if it saves us some hassle, then we might as well roll with it. I'll forward the data to you guys, that way we can split up and cover as much ground as possible. Our first order of business will be to pinpoint any terrorists hiding at the Speedway. Then we surround them, close in, and corral the whole group at once. Simple as that. There's just one thing I want Rosette to act as our operator. That means compiling everybody's findings and passing along my instructions when needed. As you wish. Good, now let's get this done. Right. Alright. We've all fanned out. Time for me to start moving too.
Okay, the Zyphas are all set up. Now we just need to do a shard search. We've got to catch these terrorists so we can keep Yume and the others safe.
Attention, today's main race is about to start.
Why does it show up there?
We ask that you...
We gotta hurry.
Okay, so it's gotta be in here. Listen, Carlos, you're the only one we can turn to for this. If you say no, we'll have to forfeit our slot. Give me a break, I retired a decade ago. My foot hasn't even healed all the way. The world of Z1 is no Sunday drive, you know. I won't argue that point, but still. Carlos, that's the guy who used to race for Leno way back when. He seems to be deep in conversation with one of their reps. Nothing's popping up on the search though, so I doubt they're here with the terrorists. No sense poking into their business. Guess I'll go sweep the stands again. Which we should have been doing from the start.
Investigate the area.
The moment you've all been waiting for has arrived. The final race of this year's Z1 Grand Prix is about to begin.
This is so exciting!
Okay, so nothing here.
You won't want to miss a single second of this race, folks.
I'm I've got beer. Want some?
I'm so pumped. It's almost time for the final race.
Hey, buddy. Can I beat some sense into you?
The moment you've all been waiting for has arrived. The final race of this year's Z1 Grand Prix is about to begin. Which team is gonna bring home the gold? You won't want to miss a single second of this race, folks.
Ah. I'm getting a hit from that guy. No two ways about it. Doesn't seem he's part of the group, though. Let's beat him up for information anyway. I'll just stand by and keep an eye on him until reset calls. The rest of the team have completed their investigations. Ultimately, the only positive search result was the man you came across. Yeah, I just checked with Renee. He said the others might be outside the arena. If not, then chances are that they're hiding somewhere on the racetrack. Anyway, I'm gonna move in on this one. Can you relay the plan to everyone else? Certainly. Excuse me, you got a sec? Cause I've got a knuckle sandwich to give you. Need something? Yes, I've got a knuckle sandwich for you. Let's just say you've been selected for a stop and search. Mind telling me about what you're concealing in there? How could you possibly? And in case you get any funny ideas, we already have you surrounded. Surrender quietly. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. Someone just tried ringing me at a bad time and couldn't find a way to ignore it. I didn't realize I'd drawn so much attention. So be it. Trying to make a suicide run? Not on my watch. Big talk for a little lady. So why does she make my spine chill? Bah, forget it. Sorry, but this road's closed. Give yourself up without a fuss and you may still get off with a minimal sentence. But Beauty's blade, too. Guess an escape's no longer an option in that case. Comrades to arms. So his playmates were hiding under shard camouflage. He wasn't just running around randomly. Nothing we weren't expecting. How are you holding up, Elaine? Perfectly fine, thank you. I think we can all agree that the odds are stacked against you. Even then, you're still gonna pick a fight? Don't take us lightly. We are the true grievance brigade, the leaders Calvard needs most. Now that our sponsors have dropped us, our backs are against the wall. A shame we couldn't drag those blasted immigrants into this. We'll just have to settle for taking you down with us instead.
Comrades, let us make our stand!
Alright.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Come after me, boys.
You dare stand in our
Got some fun for you all.
Over here! All for you! All you on, yes!
Okay.
Initializing drive. A boost would work here.
Activate your Guardian Blade! Light them up!
You'll be sorry for that.
Okay.
Now's a good time to boost. Activating skill.
Chance!
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand!
Okay, let's see here.
Protect us!
Get them all in the air.
You'll be sorry for that.
Okay. So we've got an impede for. Darn it, I can't do impede.
Something's coming!
So let's just deal with this instead.
Barry, now!
A boost would work here.
Okay.
You dare stand in our way?
Oh yes, I do. Because you're gonna be my victims.
I won't lose!
There! Chance!
Hey.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand!
Think fast! Take this!
Got him.
A boost would work here.
Now it's time for you to die.
Let's party!
They do, huh?
Aaron!
Activating skill.
We're done for. Long live the Republic. They're down for the count. I could have gone for more of a challenge, to be honest. The Genesis still hasn't reacted so far. Does that mean there's no corrosion going on? It's difficult to say. This may not have been all their surviving members. Right, we can't afford to drop our guards. For now, let's go hand these guys over to Renee. At the same time, the CID apprehended a separate unit. Alright. At the same time, the CID apprehended a separate unit of the True Grievance Brigade. When combined with the one, Van's team had captured all remnants of the group were accounted for and in custody. Thus did the brigade's plans to interfere with the Z1 Grand Prix and negotiate the release of their comrades skid to a halt. Well, that takes care of the terrorists. So now what? Do we keep up in the investigation here or move somewhere else entirely? Good question. I'm still getting a whiff of something suspicious. The Genesis. It's reacting, so we're on the right track. At the very least, we need to stay sharp until the race is over and done with. Shall we take another turn through the stands and garages? Yeah, and anywhere else we can think of while we're at it. Poking around blindly irks me a bit, but I suppose it's the best we can do right now. Having flushed out the terrorists, Van and company continued their investigation with a wary eye. With no suspicious activity to be found, the Z1 Grand Prix went on as scheduled. As the group remained vigilant, the race plowed ahead with a number of dramatic developments along the way. Oh, okay. In the end, it was a showdown between Maxim and Aslan in a fierce and fervent bid for first place. While keeping in touch with the CID, Van and the others elected to watch the deciding moment from the stands. At long last, the race entered its final leg.
And we're down to the final lap. Who will bring home the glory? The Red Comet or our new rising star?
Dude, that was crazy!
It all comes down to this. We'll know the winner soon enough.
Will Maxim hold on to his lead, or will Aslan pull out in front?
I'm on the edge of my seat here.
Hey Cranky, how you doing? Thanks to the lurk, and I've got a lurk command if you're interested in it. In the meantime, let me do this. Alright. Well, I'm not a fan of VC, but maybe. Let's see, I'm on the edge of my seat
Who knew
here.
a bunch of guys driving in circles could hook you in like this?
I find myself unable to tear my eyes away.
Same here. Even I'm starting to feel anxious.
In all my years of watching the Z1, I can't remember the last time things were this hotly contested.
That's saying something coming from you. This is a dead heat for the history books.
You can do it, Maxim.
Just one more push. The finish line is right in your reach.
If he clinches this, he'll have a four-peat. Not that that means I'll forgive him.
They look like Indy cars here.
Ooh, a last-minute maneuver.
Talk about a photo finish.
What? Ooh. What the? They're both.
Maxim?
Good goddess.
No. The mic's off to the side. Because the camera's up here where I'm looking now. But that's a problem with my place in general, is there's a lot of echoing. Like, in this room it's not too bad, but where I was with my Switch before I got this better setup, the echoing was bad. With soundproofing, possibly? Or are you thinking of something else? Because money is kind of tight right now. Let's see. Well, that takes care of the terrorists. So now what? Do we keep up the investigation here or move somewhere else entirely? Oh, and did you take a look at today's question of the day, Cranky? The command that Alright. That sounds fine. And did you take a look at today's question of the day, Frankie? If not, then the command to bring it up should be in the stream title. Let's see, do we keep up the investigation here or move somewhere else entirely? Good question. I'm still getting a whiff of something suspicious. Ugh, this feeling. Let's see. So, investigate the explosion. Y'all remember what just happened? The explosion, I mean. We've gone through another rewind, I can sense it. Yes, it was right after we turned the terrorists over to Renee. But more to the point, we can't let that tragedy play out again. That's fine. I kind of prefer scrambled eggs myself, but I don't have eggs too often. No shit, let's pull ourselves together and get to it. In order to do so, we need to get a firm grasp on what actually happened. An explosion of that scale couldn't have just been a simple crash. I'm of the same mind. In all probability, one of the Z1 cars had some manner of explosive attached to it. No way. But who would do that? We have already caught all of the terrorists. More remnants for one, or perhaps a more reasonable theory is that they have a collaborator. From my point of view, the explosions seem to originate from Aslan's vehicle. That was the way I saw it too. About this whole rewinding business, though, what a profoundly fascinating experience. Still, I had a sneaking feeling that I've gone through this someplace before. Don't tell me she remembers the poison gas incident on Nemeth Island. Cough, feels like getting tossed in a washing machine if I'm being real. Back on topic, it's a safe bet that Aslan's car is the one carrying the explosive, and Maxim was unlucky enough to get caught up in it too. We're short on time, let's just work with what we know and get to stepping. Yeah, let's make our way over to Ingert's garage and get a look at his ride. We'll give Renee and Maxim a heads up so they can run interference for us. Route B. Grand Circuit. Tragedy, huh? I understand the situation, but we already performed an inspection on the car before bringing it in. Okay. I'm fairly certain there are no issues to be found. Maybe so, but this is a request from the CID. Not to mention Maxim is worried for us too. It'd really put me at ease if we could clear this up. Well, if you insist, then I suppose it's fine. Not to worry, this will take no time at all. Aslan's just as good a guy as we heard, huh? Yes, I'm glad he was willing to vouch for us. Rodney, what are you doing here? Ooh, is he the one that is part of the terrorist plot? If so, it's time to beat him up! I thought the final checks were finished already. Well, ain't that sketchy. Excuse me a sec. Seems Van has the same idea. Hey, no need to rough up our mechanic. Of all the lousy timing. You're not Rodney. What in blazes? Is it me, or have we seen this guy's mug before? If I squint just right, yeah. He appears to have trimmed up a tad since our last encounter. That's some dedicated camouflage. But it wasn't enough to pull the wool over our eyes. He's the one who caused a stir over in Oration, the anti-immigration activist Jacobin. Grr. Didn't think you had the condones to start strutting around in the open. You're the infernal Spriggan. Fool me once, shame on you, but twice? Van, I found the bomb. It was wedged in a gap under the engine cover. Nice work, Catcher. I almost drove out with that. And so, the miniature explosive attached to Aslan's Z1 race car was safely removed. The real mechanic whom Jacobin had knocked out and tied up was then found unharmed. From there, the Z1 Grand Prix. I'll check it out later. From there, the Z1 Grand Prix kicked off once more, with the competition heating up more than ever.
This time, it's Maxim tailing after Aslan. You're kidding!
Wait. Are there two bombs? Yeah, there's gotta be.
God damn it!
Let's see, we're still good on time. But I can see how annoying this is right now. So let's see, we've got 2 dead ends. Here we are again. Another rewind. And the timing was exactly the same as before. In the end, we couldn't stop the tragedy from repeating itself, though it did play out differently compared to the last time. Yeah, right down to how the race was going. But the part that stuck out to me the most was the size of the explosion. I noticed that too. It was... Let's see... It's kind of hard to say. Didn't feel as big. So I'm gonna say smaller than. And hope that it guides me on the correct course. Compared to the first explosion, it was way smaller, and the cars were slightly less damaged. You're right. I didn't see it in as much detail as Fairy, but I did have the same thought. What I don't understand is how it even happened. We definitely removed the bomb that was placed in Aslan's car. Then there must have been 2 from the very beginning. That's the only logical conclusion. The first explosion is caused by both bombs going off, while the second was caused by just one. Put that way, the logic checks out. In summary, an explosive was planted not only in Mr. Aslan's vehicle, but Mr. Lugan's as well. Do I have that right? Couldn't even get a word in edgewise there. But yeah, I'd say y'all hit the nail on the head. You guys sure are a sharp bunch. Something tells me you're stumped on who actually entered the extra bomb, though. A few ideas come to mind, but we don't have enough material to narrow things down. And that brings us to you, Judith. I've got a job that only a resident prowler could pull off. I see where this is going. You want me to stake out the ETWS garage, right? Yep, the limelight's all yours. If everything goes right, we'll have our other culprit. But what about the Ingert bomb, and are we just going to leave it be? We may have to let Jacobin walk for now. Apprehending him would be sure to cause a disturbance, and if that puts the other culprit on their guard, we'll be right back to get square one. there's not time's not on our side, so I'll get right to it. Okay. Got it right.
Come out, whoever you are. Huh?
Let's see what's going on here.
There's no room for doubt. It was right there in his hand. Still, him? I can hardly believe it.
Let us see his face. Because all we can assume is it's Maxim himself.
And there you have it. The culprit's none other than Maxim Lugan himself. But that begs the question, why is he sacrificing his own life just to take down a fellow competitor?
Well, good work either way. The possibility did cross my mind. Let's just put a pin in this for now. I've got one more favor to ask of our world-class Phantom Thief. Shoot, at this point I might as well go to the whole Selge. This time it's right up your alley. I want you to pull a heist. You'll have time. You'll have to time it while Maxim's guard is down just before the race begins. As for what you'll be stealing, what else could it be but those 2 bombs? Sounds like my kind of fun. You're on. Wait, how do you expect me to steal from 2 cars at the same time? No one said you had to do it alone. Don't you got a top cat you can call on? Is it the granny?
Here we go, folks! Our Z1 racers are all lined up at the starting grid. And what's this? We have a surprise gift and message from His Highness Prince Cherie! Glory to Calvard, and glory to the Z1 Grand Prix!
That's different.
Haha! Here's a surprise.
Didn't realize this was in the works.
Wow! Pretty colors!
What a lovely sight.
That prince knows how to put on a show.
So that's what fireworks look like. They're beautiful.
They sure pulled out all the stops.
Indeed. That they managed to do so in time is equally astounding.
Surprise fireworks? From Elsheim's crown prince of all people?
Hold it right there.
You are hereby under arrest on charges of attempted terrorism.
Huh? What gave me away?
Typical Van. Always coming up with outrageous requests at the 11th hour. Regardless, we'll have to give Prince Cherie our gratitude for allowing us to use his name.
Yes. The guild is indebted to him once more as well. On to the next phase.
Well, that was a nice little present.
Okay. No problem there, Justice. I'm glad you came.
Target acquired. Wonder how it went on Grammy's end.
Yep, it was her.
My transformations may be limited, but age hasn't dulled this old tabby just yet.
Limited? You're better at this right now than I've ever been.
Everything's going according to plan.
That leaves just one mission left.
Right. All we have to do is see this race through to the end. The rest is up to you, Van.
With that, Van and Kuro, his 3rd iteration of the Grand Prix started up anew. As expected, it came down to a head-to-head battle between Maxim and Aslan. Once again, the race arrived at the final ill-fated lap.
And we're down to the final lap. Who will bring home the glory? The Red Comet or our new rising star?
Maxim, this is the day I leave you in my dust.
Aslan, you really have gotten more skill. Just don't hold this against me.
Maxim is moving to cut Aslan off.
Hit the detonator. No! It misfired!
Maxim's speed is dropping! Did he push in too hard?
Fine then. I'll just wreck him the old-fashioned way.
He's quite unsportsmanlike here.
Alrighty. Let's do this.
Ooh.
The two are neck and neck, and neither one is backing down. They're this close to lapping the back of the pack. Wait, where'd that car come from?
Leno's back in the race? I thought they dropped out already. You're trading paint with me? Sorry, I'm sending you off course.
The champion stands his ground! What phenomenal handling!
And the red comet soars away. Didn't think he'd push back on that. But at least he's too far to run into Oslo now.
Maxim catches up with a burning vengeance! The red comet's at full throttle, blazing ahead at unthinkable speeds!
Is it gonna blow up?
What a catastrophe! The two top contenders for victory have both gone out of bounds! We can only pray they're unharmed!
Maxim?
That crimson aura. That sudden burst of strength. Our champ was corroded from minute one. He's headed for the parking lot. We'll have to drive after him. Quick!
Looks like we're still good. From there, Van immediately rendezvoused with the others, who proceeded to split up between Elaine's and Kincaid's vehicles. Yep. Then they took off in pursuit of Maxim, who had located, making his way to the suburbs.
Where do you suppose Maxim is headed?
Who knows? He sure isn't hurting for options. I let you three come because you insisted, but the second things get hairy, I'm dropping you off. Got it?
Yes, we understand.
Maxim.
That buffoon. Just what is he thinking?
Katra, everything ready?
Yes, I managed to patch into the transceiver in his car. Reset, how's the communications link coming along?
The process is complete, Mr. Silesian.
Thanks. I'll initiate the call then.
Can you hear me, champ?
What in the...
Hope you don't mind us hacking your transceiver. Couldn't help but wonder what spurred this on. Thought I'd give you a chance to explain.
It's got nothing to do with you.
If that's the case, then would you be willing to tell me?
Paulette, you're the biggest victim here, but you won't have to suffer in silence anymore.
What?
I'll bring an end to all of it, so don't worry.
Maxim?
Finally awake, huh? Rotten bastard. You've gotten your sick kicks out of them for the last time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This conversation is over, so do me a favor and quit following us!
No, we won't.
Damn! We got cut off.
He said Paulette was the victim here.
Any idea what he meant by that?
No, not a clue.
Huh?
This place is...
Dirk Memorial Park. The place he's never been able to let go of.
You're those folks who always come around to exterminate monsters. We just had someone force their way into the forested area. I think he dragged another person in with him too. They were both dressed in racing suits, but the air about them was anything but normal. Please, sir, settle down. You're that bracer. Yes, we're here as part of a joint effort with the Intelligence Division. I am Kincaid of the CID. Those extermination requests you mentioned were issued by me. It just so happens that we've had 2 persons of interest flee into this park. My collaborators and I are in the midst of pursuing them. We'll appreciate it if you could let us take things from here. I see, I guess I can rest easy with the CID and Guild on the case. Here's the key, best of luck to you. Really smooth talk your way through that one, huh? Drastic times call for drastic measures. Well, we may not be Spriggans, it should be within our bounds.
Now, with regards to what comes next,
we know. It'd be better for us to stay behind.
But...
Sorry, Yume, but it's just too dangerous to go any further.
You don't have to worry. So be a good girl and wait for us, okay? We'll get Maxim out of there without a scratch. Promise. Yes. Very okay. I'll wait.
All right then. Let's get moving.
The forest area is to the left past the entrance, correct?
Yeah. The champ brought us there for a request last fall. We'd better catch up before it's too late.
Y'all seen this? Alright, considering what the time is like, I still do have a few minutes, but we'll see how long it takes me to get through this boss and all. Boy, do I. It's like we stepped right into another world. The area has been completely corroded. What's more, the higher elements seem to be in effect. Maxim and Paulette made such good memories here. Yeah, it's got a special place in his heart even now. Like that was any excuse for him to dump his schmaltzy love stories on us. You suppose Mr. Lugan's destination is the memorial tree deeper within? Without a doubt. That's where Maxim and Paulette buried their time capsule 7 years ago. So that's why. We'll want to be prepared for anything before treading in further. Yeah, ready up, gang, it's time to go. Okay, so save here. So that we don't have to go through all that again. And we have to go this way.
So you know about the corrosion too, Renee?
Of course. Surveying and gaining an understanding of a situation is fundamental to my job. On top of that, the monsters are more of a threat than ever.
Right. We need to hurry, but stay alert.
Okay.
Give them your all!
Keep it up!
Okay!
It's over! You're crushed!
Fierce!
Make it count, Darren!
Okay.
Here's some extra!
You've got this, Agnes!
Activate skill!
Sucker!
Fairy!
Okay.
Activate skill! Huh? Now!
Chance!
Okay.
Here's some extra!
Nice! That went great.
Okay, so we can
Pretty hot shit, Van.
do some looping here.
Artist test on this one!
Get to work!
Show them what your Kaylee's capable of! Now, hit him with charge!
Okay.
Use a sharp piece to get the upper hand!
Come on.
Give them your all!
You got this!
Fine with me.
It's over! You're crushed! Hit him fast, Fairy!
Okay.
Hey, that one felt pretty good. You did wonderful, Fairy. That looks like a nice chest.
Okay. That one. Okay, but I have to go back to the center, don't I? Okay. Wait. Yeah. Okay, so I've got a few places that I can go. Go this way.
I got it. Don't forget about your charge attack.
Take this gun! Take this!
Okay.
You got this!
Fine with me.
It's over! You're crushed!
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Watch out for my man.
This is it! Close in and kick some ass!
Okay, there we go.
Give him your all.
Let's wail on it!
Fine with me.
It's over! You're crushed!
Nice! That went.
Okay, so
Pretty hot shit, Van.
there's a chest here.
Boost gauge fully replenished. That looks like a nice chest.
Snooze, you lose.
Okay. Got to get them both.
Take that! Keep it up!
Fine with me.
It's over! You're crushed! Make it count, Aaron!
Okay.
Have some more!
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
It's over here. Okay, there we go. Now we just have to go the opposite way. There's a guy around there that I don't feel like fighting.
Arch just on this enemy. Begin engagement. Brace yourself.
I don't really like the quick arts thing of this one, which is why I don't use build-wise too much.
Nice! That went great.
You're a
Like, they could have just made it a tap thing.
true professional, Van.
Let's see, is there anything in these corners?
Keep your distance as you're attacking.
No, there's not. But we can work on the
Fully
boosts.
replenished. Ha! Show him what you're really capable of.
Guts it down! Take this!
Okay.
Here's some extra.
Nice! That went great.
Okay. Now we've got the other side here.
There! Now you've done it.
Okay.
Perfect chance.
Alright, let's see.
Let's party!
Flames within me. Destroy. Raise Arusha and the flames.
You did perfect, Finn.
Okay, so nothing here either. So we just continue on.
Watch
Those
it.
guys I remember being annoying because
Keep your distance as you're attacking.
they're unlike other things.
Arts work best
A
on
lot of games, the colors kind of give away the weakness because of what they are. But
Maybe some small fries.
in the last game, it wasn't so much what they specialized in, it was more so also their darn weakness, and that's something that I think they did a dumb job with. So we're gonna try and get through this part. Okay. Over here. Okay. So we've got 2 things. If I go this way, I should be able to find something. Okay. Don't tell me that this leads all the way. Okay, it looks like that there might be a loop somewhere. Nothing around here, so we're gonna check out what the loop is. Or if there is a possible loop.
That other world
Okay, so...
presence is getting stronger.
The memorial tree is just up ahead. Brace yourselves, everyone.
Will do. We'll put a stop to this thing.
Okay, so... there was no true loop.
Let Victor and everyone else.
Alright,
Bet we can rest there.
This, recover.
That hits the spot.
And let's try to get things situated here. So, I just want to see what my numbers are. Okay, so nothing to get anything useful except for maybe some EP stuff. So, we'll just go ahead and get these to increase them. Okay, so she's got EP3 already. Defense is on you, but we don't care too much. We do need EP on you. Let's see. Don't think I used too much magic with her. Him. Or even her. She's definitely a magic user, so I should give her one when she gets back.
Looking to adjust your orbments?
She's also in one to do that. So let's
You
give
learned a new shard skill.
Ren one as well. Alright. So there's that one. Equipment. Okay, it looks like I've got everything that I can get here. Alright. What about items? Alright, so I'm at 12. Probably just one of these. Just one of this. And let's see. We'll do this one because it's the better one. Alright. Return cook. Okay, we'll do this one too. Alright. It's a nice one to have.
Sure, give me a minute. Didn't mean to keep you.
Alright. There we go. We'll recover again.
That hits the spot.
And save and take on the boss. Alright.
What is this about, Maxim? I haven't done anything.
Like hell you haven't. It's your fault that Paulette... that Yume...
Stop right there, Maxim.
You let that man go!
Caught up already, have you? There's no use trying to talk me out of it. I'll do whatever it takes to see this through!
Guy's out cold.
All of this has something to do with Paulette and Yume. We can tell that much. But can't you give us the details?
There's gotta be some way we can help make things right. Just like when we escorted you here to dig up that time capsule.
Point taken. You have a right to hear what's going on. I put out that request around 4 months ago. Back then, I didn't know a damn thing.
Inside that time capsule was a picture of Paulette, who you'd been searching for. Then came the kicker. She'd been at Monmar all along.
Yeah. I was dumbfounded. But what shook me to my core was the fact that she'd given her heart to someone else.
Oh, that's the misunderstanding, huh?
What?
That must be how things were rewritten.
And this new partner of hers.
You guys confirmed it with me, remember? It's Aslan. Right there on the ground.
Now we know his version of the story.
Even still, why take things this far?
Obviously, it came as a shock. But instead of chasing a lost cause, I gave up on the spot. It's only natural. I was the one who let things get to my head in the first place. As far as I could tell, Aslan was the sort who could treat her right. I was determined to be a good sport. To step back and give them a chance. But then I learned what this bastard did. When no one was looking. He would abuse Paulette behind closed doors.
What?
Oh my gosh.
A case of domestic violence, huh? This has to be another one of those twisted truths.
Yeah. Though it's a little too plausible for comfort.
Not only that, but it turns out Aslan is being backed by a Central Eastern mafia. Say a peep to anyone and you might not live to regret it. Even threats like that weren't beneath him.
A Central Eastern Mafia. Quite an elaborate tale he's spinning.
So he's implicating Heiwei here?
After that, my mind was made up. I decided to save Paulette no matter how much I had to dirty my hands. For her, I would gladly lay down my life. After everything I've put her through, this is the least I can do to redeem myself. If you really want to help make things right, then stay out of this so I can kill Aslan.
You can't be serious!
We're not just going to let that happen.
Fine. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Its strength is that of a high-ranking cryptid. As for its appearance...
It's a dead ringer for that Archdevil that appeared in Pandemonium.
This is just like when Ashin summoned that Nue.
Spiritual energy spike detected. Wait, these readings.
Its spiritual signature lines up perfectly with Maxim's.
In other words, this devil is something born out of Maxim's psyche?
So his inner fire's on full display. This is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Damn it! We're gonna have to go for broke here.
Alright. Let's see, can I do Grendel here? Nope, I can't. But it looks like I've only got one enemy, so this one's a valid way to go about this.
You're getting the full court! Azure Sunray!
Okay. Do that.
Perfect chance!
Let's see. We're gonna do that. Okay. And then we're gonna do that.
Activating skill.
Out with a bang! Soar for me!
Phoenix Dance! Boost gauge limit crushed.
My move now.
Okay.
Full boost! Go all out!
Attack me, buddy. Darn it.
Hit him fast, Barry.
Okay. Ooh, darn it.
It's go time!
Okay.
Energy
let's
output at
see.
maximum.
Go all out!
Activating skill.
Sucker! Keep moving, Ben!
Let's see, his weakness is Mirage, huh? They don't have anything like that.
A chance!
Okay.
You won't get away with this!
Okay. This one, because we need it.
You saved me!
Chance.
Okay. Now, come after me, pal.
Over here. All for you. Make it count, Aaron.
Energy
Okay.
output at maximum.
Perfect chance!
Okay.
I'm going all in! Blaze!
This.
Give me power! You're finished! Ignis! Rampage!
Boost gauge
A
limit
chance!
broken.
Okay. We'll have you on healing duty.
Initializing drive.
Chance.
Okay.
It's go time.
This.
I ain't showing any mercy. You're getting the full course. Azure Sunray.
It's go time!
Okay.
Activating skill.
Have some more.
Let me heal you!
I owe you one.
Take that.
Perfect chance!
Okay.
I'm going all in!
So, we don't have anything else. But we'll have her deal with status removal.
Take that.
It's go time!
Okay.
Energy output at maximum. Activating skill.
This.
Blink and you'll miss it. Soar for me! Phoenix Dance!
Boost gauge limit crushed.
Okay.
It's go time.
Now,
Show me what you got!
let's do this.
Keep moving, Ben!
Not getting away. Blast off.
I'll take you
Alright.
on!
Put you on there.
I'm going all in! Yusbi ala haba al-Usta!
What a way to go.
I owe you one.
Here goes!
Take that.
Okay.
Activate skill!
You'll be sorry for that!
Okay.
Have some more! Keep moving, Ben! Gotcha!
Not now.
Okay.
What a way to go. This is gonna be a rough one.
We have to try and swap them out. So we're gonna do this.
I've got this. That's far enough.
Seriously. Alright. Now, let's keep Celestial up. This.
Thanks, Mel.
Taking point.
Engaging skill.
Oh, radiant wings. Knight of Asteria.
Boost gauge upgraded.
Okay. Does she have Mirage attacks?
We should go on the attack.
No, we don't. But we got a critical up. Oh, she does have a Mirage. Okay.
You'll pay for that.
Okay, so.
We should go on the attack.
There.
My sincere thanks.
Your turn,
Okay,
Judith.
so I can't do that.
Certain orcs look to be most effective.
Pull out the
Alright.
Sucker!
Is that it? This ends now.
Okay.
Engaging skill.
Now! Feel yourself!
Thanks, pal.
Take care. I'm worried about your health.
Okay, do that.
Initialize! Mr. Archive!
Okay. Now I need to remove Judith.
There.
Thanks! That's not good.
Now do Celestial.
That all you've got?
Certain orcs look to be most effective.
Gaika activate!
Keep that one up.
Missile play! This is it! Kaleido! Victor!
Take care. I'm worried about your health.
Okay.
Yeah! That's not good.
Okay, let's see. Do that.
Chance.
Okay. So
Take him out!
I need to do that.
There.
My sincere thanks. It's not over.
Okay. Now do this. Okay.
May we proceed with caution?
Do that.
Come at me!
My move now.
Please stay after me.
Take this.
Take care. I'm worried about your health.
Okay.
Don't be a hero.
everyone.
Don't push yourself. Your health is low.
Okay.
They flinched!
Sucker!
Van, your turn!
Okay.
Activate skill.
Let's wail on it.
Got it!
It's over.
Light.
You're crushed.
Thunder.
Your turn, Judith.
Okay. Celestial.
Don't
This
stop
one.
now, Elaine.
Silvery! Roar! Please!
No problem. It's over.
Light.
You're crushed.
Thunder.
Don't do anything crazy!
Thank
I
you.
owe you one. My move now.
Okay, I just need to check. Okay, everyone's still dead, so it's only the active party.
I suggest we strike now!
Activate
Think
skill.
fast. Take this. Up to you, Reset.
Okay. So, we're gonna keep her
You
there.
can't best me.
And you're gonna be doing this.
Got your number.
I won't hold back.
Okay.
Activating skill.
Mr. Arclight!
Okay.
Pressure and move in!
Come on, over here.
Over here. All for you. Don't stop now, Elaine.
Okay. Let's see.
Take him out!
Side.
Light. Thunder.
Judith!
Okay. Do that.
Here's my chance.
Alright.
Full boost!
And this.
I shall end this.
It's over! Radiant Seeker! Now or never!
Okay.
Ready to roll!
Maybe proceed with
And
caution.
this.
Getting skill.
Let's get this show on the road! I hope you're ready. Now for the climax! Grim Knight Wall! We'll win!
Okay. So that one.
Light. Thunder.
I can't go down. Forgive me, everyone.
Okay.
That's not good.
Energy output at maximum.
Cat!
Ooh.
My sincere thanks. Now it's my turn.
Okay. Now. Celestial.
Initiating drive.
That's not good.
Energy output at maximum.
Okay.
Initiating skill.
Thanks!
I owe you one.
There we go.
We'll pay for that.
Okay.
Too slow.
Don't stop now, Elaine.
Okay.
Have some
we shall give you the task of being healer.
You're open. You'll be sorry.
Again, you're gonna be the task of healer.
Now's your chance for a shot boost.
Chance!
Use a shark boost to get the upper hand.
Over here! All for you!
Don't do anything crazy.
Thanks,
Pal.
We'll win.
Okay, do we have an MP? No, we don't, but we have a mid.
Silvery.
Go! Go!
I won't hold back.
Now's your chance for a shot boost.
Yeah.
Chance!
Okay,
Use a shark boost to get the upper hand.
so we're gonna have him do healing. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, so she does have him in MP, but it takes a lot.
Certain orcs look to be most effective.
You can do this. May we proceed with caution.
Certain orcs look to be most effective.
See. It's hard to get a gauge of what the back will be. So we'll just do this.
Larceny. We'll win.
Now's a great time for a shard boost.
Have some more.
Alright.
All good?
And then we go on the offensive.
Engaging skill.
Wings. Guide me. Knight of Asteria.
Go!
Here's my chance.
Okay.
Full boost. Pressure him and move in.
Okay.
Activating skill.
I shall end this.
It's over. Radiant Seeker. You'll be sorry.
Okay.
We'll win. This ends now.
Okay. Have her on healing.
You can do this.
And have him try to target me.
This will help.
I see something.
Pal. Got your number.
Here's my chance.
Okay.
Energy output max.
Going all in!
Activating skill.
That's it. This'll clear. Judith! Too slow.
You'll pay for that.
Okay. Come get me.
Think fast! Take this!
I won't hold back.
Okay.
Full boost.
Activating skill.
No! Too slow.
Got him.
Nice.
Moving on up.
Ooh,
I
nice.
can do even better. I'll get stronger.
Ooh. Nice Sepith gain, too.
How did you manage to defeat that thing?
We've been around the block a few times, you know.
This has gone on long enough. Now release him.
I can't, if you're that set on stopping me. It'll have to be over my dead body!
Maxim.
That can be arranged, Maxim.
You know, there's something that's been nagging at me. Who told you about this domestic violence business?
What does that have to do with anything? Facts are facts. Who they come from doesn't matter.
I don't think that's quite true. Even if you were fully convinced, something must have planted the seed.
Exactly. You said it was behind closed doors. If that's true, how'd you find out?
Right. It didn't seem to be from Paulette herself.
Even if we entertain that thought, she would never disclose such a thing so easily.
So then, who was it? In hindsight, there's one other person who's been acting off since this morning. It struck me while we were exchanging small talk at Monmar, but it was even more apparent when we met later by the Ferris wheel.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The one who came to you was Yume, wasn't it?
You're wrong!
No, you aren't.
Wait, Mare?
It worked like a charm.
Is that Yume?
Yes, albeit replicated via shard technology.
Normally I wouldn't be lending you a hand for something like this, but I did borrow her body that one time without asking, so I brought her over as a sort of apology.
Not my favorite game of tag in history.
Oh, yeah. I remember the tail end of that.
Crap, I forgot you were here too. Well, whatever. You guys can wrap up the rest. I'm sorry, Maxim.
You don't have to say a thing.
You're always so nice to me. But all I did was make stuff harder for you.
It isn't like that at all. After all, you never knew about it. Isn't that right?
Today, on the Ferris wheel, I asked you for help. That's what made you do all of this. So that's when she told him.
But how did Yume find out what was happening?
'Cause I saw it. I saw that guy Oslo doing horrible things to Mommy.
So that's how it went.
This is the cruelest rewrite yet.
But even still, Yumes, it stings a little that you didn't come and talk to me about it. Well, not like I can blame you. You were probably threatened yourself, right? Something along the lines of, one word to that Spriggan and your mom and grandpa will get it?
Yeah, you're right. That's why I couldn't tell you. But that was bad of me. I should have known. You guys would be able to do something about it. And I know I could have done more than just ask for help. Back then, I should have asked you. Let's help Mommy together.
Yume? You...
Don't feel like you have to do everything by yourself. Remember, I'm always here for you.
Was I... in the wrong? I'm sorry, Yume. Paulette.
returned back to wherever she was before.
Genesis. Who knew it was so close to home?
So Yume was the point of origin, and from there the corrosion spread. Still, at least this means it's finally over.
What just happened?
Setting aside the more convoluted bits, all this fuss Maxim kicked up, right or wrong, was for you and Yume. In a nutshell, he was trying to protect you two. I hope you won't hold it against him too much.
Don't worry. I understand perfectly.
I'm willing to let it go just this once. Sleep tight while you still can.
I've arranged for you to receive both transportation and medical attention. As for the details on what exactly transpired, I'll provide them on the drive over to the hospital. Is that agreeable?
Sure, I don't mind. My wounds don't seem to be serious anyway. More importantly, it looks like this misunderstanding has been cleared up.
With that, the turmoil brought about by Yume and Maxim's corrosion came to an end. The crash during the Z1 race was reported by the CID as being caused by Jacobin and the anti-immigration terrorists. Oslo, then having received a cursory explanation of Maxim's unusual behavior, promised not to go public about what had transpired. Ultimately, it was clear that the Garden Master was the main culprit behind these bizarre occurrences. After enlisting Ren's assistance, Van and the team gathered to draft out a counter plan. Alright, now it looks like it's the end of the route. Ooh, nice. Okay, 1,500 Mira has been placed in your account as a reward for completing the terrorist investigation or SPG request. 4,000 Mira has been placed in your account as a reward for completing the pursuit of Maximum for SPG request.
Truly, well done. Then I'll
Nice.
update your rank.
Okay. Nice indeed.
Got it!
Red hair, huh?
Can't complain with that.
Ooh, nice. Got full marks on that one.
See? You get it.
This time Aaron's stats have risen thanks to being Employee of the Month. Max HP up 200, Strength Defense Attack, Arts Attacks and Arts Defense up 4, and Speed up 2. Alright. It's a little late, and I've got other things to take care of, so I'm gonna save here and call it a day. I thank you all for coming. If you're over on YouTube watching this and you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and share this with anybody else that you think might enjoy this. And if you'd like the chance to chill with me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification icon to hopefully be notified of when I'll be live again, which I try to keep people up to date over on YouTube about. And if you're on Twitch, you all know what to do. As for Twitch, let me check on somebody to raid. So, we've got this one here. Okay, let's see. It's that person, but not too sure about him. We are going to be raiding a Trent Booty who's playing Deus Ex Human Revolution. Haven't been to him too much, but he's a swell guy and pretty chill. Okay. Give him my regards and tell him I'll be there when I can. With that out of the way, I thank you all again for coming. And bye!